Hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited to finally be back in the swing of things. Out of school, done with finals, oh my god, you have no idea. I have been so uber stressed for the past 3-4 months, and everything in my life has been going 95 miles per hour. So I am so thankful to be sitting here in front of this camera and my old setup and really just, oh my god, you have no idea. I am going to be filming a holiday makeup tutorial for you guys. This is meant to be a look that you can wear to any holiday parties that you have coming up. I want to say, hey, I am very excited to be back with you. My name's Cynthia. If you're new and joining me here on my journey, I will be working on creating an upload schedule. However, I am more active on my Instagram, and that is _CynthiaVanessa_. If you want to give me a checkaroo. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to give this a huge thumbs up, and please don't forget to click the subscribe button next to my name. I really appreciate it so much, more than you ever would know, and I'm so happy to be on this ride with everybody that chooses to join me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to be going in with is the J1 Jelly Pack Primer. This is one of my favorite primers at the moment. I really super love the way that this makes my skin look and feel. If you do not know, I actually used to suffer from a lot of breakouts along my jawline, hence this light acne scarring, I will call it now. My skin has really decided to shape up in terms of what it has behaving like. So I am super pumped. I would like to properly attribute that to taking better care of my skin and just using better products for my face and things that are geared more towards my skin type. And I'm honestly in love with this primer. It is so it feels so tacky right now, which I love that feeling, and it just makes me feel like my makeup's going to grip on and stay on my face the entire day, which I am totally here for. And I definitely recommend giving this a shot if you have not picked this up or have not tried this. This is, like I said, the J1 Jelly Pack Primer, and this is available at Sephora for purchase. Alright, so next I will be going in with my ultimate holy grail. I have been loving this for the past couple months that I've been using it. This is the Dior Forever Foundation. It looks like this. It is literally the best foundation I have ever used in my young life. I have been on this planet for 24 years and 18 days. Yeah, I have almost been here for, no, 24 years and 18 days. That sounds so wrong right now. Almost 25 full years. So my birthday is coming up. It does happen to be New Year's Eve, so we're rounding the corner in terms of how long I've been here, but that's besides the point. This foundation is literally bomb.com. I just probably squirted out like 3.5 pumps, and I'm just going to go right ahead and keep dabbing that into my skin with a beauty blender. And oh my god, guys, this foundation makes my skin look so flawless in person. I am obsessed with just the way that it feels on my face. I am obsessed with the way that it just looks underneath a bunch of makeup, and all my powders and all of my cream products, they just sit so nicely. It smells super luxurious and bougie, and I will say that the foundation itself is not the most inexpensive foundation by any means. However, I've kind of learned in the past couple of months that, at least for me, I might not be able to afford all of the newest and latest things in terms of what is available in the makeup industry. However, I have been really into kind of investing into myself and investing into my skin, and in turn the result of clearer and brighter and more healthy feeling skin has resulted in my end. So I really, really love this foundation, and I do recommend trying a sample of it or anything. If you can pick it up, I do totally recommend that as well. I just have really, really been in love with it. And again, this is the Forever Foundation by Dior, and I am in the shade Soft Almond. For right now, it's my winter shade, and I'm more of like a medium beige in the summertime. And oh God, it's such a nice freaking finish, jeez. Okay, so next I'll be going in with 2 of my Tarte Shape Tape concealers. I am going to be using the shade Light and Light Medium, and I'm just going to be dotting the light as so underneath my eye area, just because I like to mix these concealers. One has more of a golden yellow undertone and one is more of a fair undertone. And I am going in with the light medium under here. I look a little wonky right now, but I like to take that and drag that down the center of my nose, and I will just be going in with a beauty blender and just buffing that out. And I have still yet to find a concealer that I really like as much as this Shape Tape, for the fact that I've never used another concealer that has given my one side of my face more of a awake and just really full coverage appearance. I used to use the Naked Skin for a while, and I still like that concealer. However, I like it at different points of the year, for the fact that I just got off of finals week, and I know that my under eye area is very sunken and still black and blue from the lack of sleep that I was able to get. This Tarte Shape Tape, honestly, such a little bit goes such a long way, and it literally lasts me forever. So I'm super, I don't know, I'm still in love with it. Like, I look really awake right now, I would say. I mean, it's pretty late at night right now, and I'm just feeling really, really bubbly and bright and happy, so. Okay, so the next product that I will be going in with is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Dewdrop Liquid Highlighter. It is probably one of my favorite liquid highlighters that I own right now. It's a really, 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 really pretty formula. I know that I'm not going to need as much as I pumped out, but it's so super pigmented, and the way that I like to use this, I will just dot a little bit of this onto my face and go in with the back end of my beauty blender and just continue to lightly roll and pat this into my skin. And it just kind of gives me a little bit more of a dewy, awakened look. The finish of the Dior foundation that I have used is a little bit more of a matte, and for this look that I want, I'm going for a little bit more glowy kind of skin finish, so that is obviously why I like to incorporate this Marc Jacobs into my routine as well. So the next product that I'm going to go in with, I'm just going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, an oldie but a goodie. I'm just going to tap a little bit of that into the cap here, and then I'm going to go right ahead and take my damp beauty blender again, and then just kind of place that underneath my eye area. I am going to set my under eye concealer with this powder. I really like this because I feel like I don't get any flashback with it. Once my concealer is set, I am going to actually close my container again, tap a little bit more into the cap, and I'm going to pick up a little bit more and then just lightly dust that underneath my under eye area, just to catch any shadow that may fall out while I do my eyeshadow. And yeah, so this is going to serve the purpose of both baking and creating a shield between the concealer and foundation layer that I have underneath my eyes right now. So I went right ahead and zoomed you all in. I am going to start on my face right now, and for the first product that I'm going to use my Violet Voss and Nicole Concealio palette. I'm just gonna go and take the shade Daisy on a Morphe brush here. I bought a set with these brushes, so they don't have numbers. However, this is a natural hair Morphe brush. I just like going into the crease with this and all over the lid, just to kind of give me a little bit of a base to work around with. And like I said, that is the shade Daisy. So the next shade that I'm gonna go in with is actually Hangry. So I'm gonna keep using that same Morphe brush that I used before, and I'm actually going to concentrate more of that into like my crease here. I'm just gonna kind of buff it out with round motions here. And then I'm just gonna go back over the area to kind of diffuse out those edges a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to be going into my Jaclyn Hill palette. Oldie, not an oldie, it's a newie kind of, and still a goodie. Probably still gonna be a goodie for the rest of my life. And I'm just taking a Morphe M573 brush, and I am just going to be dipping into the shade Pukey, which is in the Jaclyn palette, and I'm just going to further go over the Boop Bop shade that I went in with in my crease from the Nicole Concealio palette. And just blend until the cows come home. So I will be going next in with the shade Creamsicle right here, and I'm gonna put that on the same Morphe brush that I had used earlier, and I'm just gonna focus that on the outer corner and the center of the lid. This is gonna give us a nice base for the golds that I wanna incorporate into this look. So yes, same thing on the other eye. If you have to drag it in a little bit farther, totally fine. And then just drag it up towards the brow bone and kind of just tap around your edges. Next, I will be going in with another Morphe brush. This is the M330. I am just going to be using this shade right here in the third row, and I will be actually concentrating that on the outer corner of my eye. However, still working out the edges and the lines. So this is just to darken up the outer corner and to give it a little bit more definition. The next shade that I'm going to take is actually, I know the name of this because I watched Jaclyn do a video and she named it Central Park, excuse me. I will be taking on the same Morphe brush, and I will really just be placing that on my outer corner. And I am just using a loose fluffy brush for this because I don't want too much pigment distributed, because I don't want to look like I have a black eye or put down too much pigment and then just have it not cooperate with me. So this is definitely a less is more strategy. So I actually just went ahead and sprayed my brush with the Morphe setting spray, and I'm just going to go in with the same Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using this gold shade over in the corner here, and I actually decided to just pack that right onto the center, kind of just build that up and make it as pigmented as possible. So I'm actually going to take the shade right next to it right here, this kind of like this red copper shade, and I'm just going to be concentrating that on the kind of the edge of where I put that gold. And then I'm going to take the pink, red, magenta shade as well, all in the same brush, and then focus that on the outer corner, kind of like a flame would go. However, this is a holiday flame. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of trying to diffuse out the edges of the red and bring in more of the red and orange into the gold, and just keep kind of playing around with that as much as you can, and essentially just creating like a whole foiled lid as so. Alright, so I'm going to go right ahead and just wipe away all of this excess powder that I have underneath my eyes. And for the most part, I have more of a kind of orange, copper, gold, red gradient going on towards the outside of my eyes. However, I am not done. We ain't done. This is not freaking festive enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a pointed Morphe brush and I'm gonna reach in to the, again, Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using this kind of steel green gray sort of pigment. It is, I believe, more of a glittery consistency. I'm going to go along my lower lash line with this just kind of as a base. It does look a little bit more blue than green. However, I will be changing that up in just a moment. And I'm actually going to reach back for my Nicole Concealio palette, and I'm going to reach into the shade Palm Tree, which is a gold green shift color, and using the same Morphe brush, I'm going to drag that along my lower lash line over top of the Jaclyn Hill green, and hopefully, yes. So that's more of a bright and kind of, I wouldn't call it a vibrant green, however, it is a wearable green. And because it is on the lower lash line, it is a little bit more justified for people who don't necessarily feel comfortable wearing all of these colors on their eyes. However, this is the holiday season, and I feel like we should all kind of try to branch out a little bit. So that is what the shadow looks like. I'm going to go right ahead and throw on my winged liner, and then I will be right back. I actually decided against a wing liner. I just threw some eyelashes on, and these are the House of Lashes Camille. They are in collaboration with Sephora. I'm just going to take my Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Baby Love, and I'm going to take a Sephora powder brush, and I'm just going to go right ahead and just dip that in and apply that to the apples of my cheeks. Just kind of give me a little bit more color into my face and just make me look like, you know, I'm alive and well and jolly and holiday spirity. So I do put it not only on the apples of my cheeks, I do like to brush it lightly, whatever I have on the excess ends of the bristles. I like to just put it over like my nose where like my skin would naturally be sun-kissed, or naturally I would have a flush. So yeah, so that is with some blush, and let's move into some highlight, shall we? Because what's a holiday look without a little bit of bling? And I know that I love shining like Rudolph would guide Sam's freaking sleigh, so I am going to be going in with the Ofra Nikki Tutorials collaboration highlighter in the shade Everglow, and I'm going to be going in with a Morphe 310 fan brush, and I'm kind of just gonna stay in this general middle area between the middle shade and then the lightest shade, because I'm not necessarily the darkest shade in this highlight quad trio. So I'm gonna just go ahead and brush my fan brush right in there, tap off the excess, and then just see what I have left. And I believe that is a glow if I've ever seen one. So do we keep going? Is that good enough? I don't know. Is there ever such a thing as too much highlighter? Yes, no, no. And I'm very, very, very lightly just tapping my brush into this highlighter. I am not like stabbing it in. I literally, like, you barely need anything. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, this is some real-ish. So I definitely have to be not necessarily careful with this. However, it is not for the faint of heart. I am going to take a flat top brush from Luxie, and I am going to go right ahead and I'm going to actually concentrate that into the absolute center of this highlighter. I'm going to tap it off, and then I'm going to bring that in to my inner corner, and then keeping it very, very flat, I'm just going to go right ahead and place the pigment. Let's move on to some lips and get this bad boy all finished. So for my lips, I am going to go ahead and line them with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Bad Blood. Okay, so I just like to do these points of my lips for the fact that I lick my lips a lot when I talk. So when I'm at parties, like, this center portion of my lipstick is the first to say sayonara, Sin, you're on your own. You're gonna have butthole lips for the rest of the night. So I just like to add a lot of lip liner on that portion of my mouth, and I am actually going to go in with a liquid lipstick, which is the Stila Stay All Day liquid lip in the shade Tesoro. However, I have been using this for holiday. It's a little bit more of like an orangey red. And definitely a holiday lip. I kind of like this. Ooh. That is essentially going to be what I think is the cherry on top of this holiday look. And if you want to go with a cooler tone red, or if you just want to do a neutral lip, that is totally up to you. I just really like to just throw in as much bold shebang, pow, bam, wham as I can, whatever that even means. But definitely really loving this combination with the colors on my eyes, like the reds and the golds and the greens, and having a bold lip on top of that, I think really ties this look together as a perfect holiday go-to. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please don't forget to give this a huge thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it so much. I am so happy to be back filming for you guys, and honestly, like, I missed sitting down and creating a look just by the seat of my pants and just going for it. And I don't know, there's just something almost therapeutic about sitting here and just talking to the camera and just communicating my love for beauty and makeup with all of you guys. So I definitely am so appreciative of every single one of you, and even if that number is not so stinking huge, that's totally fine, because it's still more people than I ever thought would be interested in watching what I have to say and what I have to talk about. And just, I don't know, this is such a great community. Oh my god. Are you serious? I don't want to cry, but like I definitely have it like right here. It's like right in my throat. I don't know, I just want to thank you guys so much. Just really, you've made 2017 a bomb year for me, and it's just, thank you for the support, and I can't say thank you enough. So I won't, because I've said thank you about 17 times and my face hurts from smiling too much. So anyway, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe and just turn on my notifications to be notified when I upload, and I promise I'm going to be getting really into a more regular kind of upload schedule for you guys. So thank you so much, and have a great holiday season. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.